ठीक है ना? हाँ जी स्टूडेंट, with the help of this PPT, you first understand what is the meaning of money, finance, what is business finance, and what is the financial management. Because your topic is mainly, your subject is related to the financial management. And this is the main subject which are you doing in the BCom fifth semester. In this PPT, you should know about that. What is the meaning? What is the definition of financial management? There are different approaches. There are different approach of financial management. That financial management we also know are the what are the different finance functions, what are its objectives, what are the aim and scope of financial management, what is the relationship of finance function with different function of management, and how the role of financial manager is emerging at the present scenario. Okay, this is the introductions about the subjects. Okay, through this PPT, you know about what is the meaning, what is the financial management. First, we do the term money. All of you know that money is very important because without money we can't do any business. Yes or no? Okay, it is a one of the most important vitamin required for running any organization. For example, for the body, it is just like a blood, without which there is no human being. Similarly, without finance, there is no organization. Because in the human being, blood is the necessity. If there is no blood, there is no human being. In the same way, if we want to start any type of organization, if we start any type of business, money is the basic requirement. That's why it is known as the important function of any organization. What is finance? Finance is a provision of money at the time when it is a required. Every enterprise, every businessman, whether business is a big, whether business is a medium, or it is a small, we need a finance. We need a money to carry on its operations. We need a money to carry on its operation, and we can achieve our target. Because without finance, we can't do anything, as money is important for running any type of business. Because without adequate finance, no enterprise can possibly accomplish its objectives. Because finance is a provision of money. When we require the money, we can immediately arrange it. Because without money, without finance, we can't do any activity of the business. Next is term business finance. Business finance is a combination of two words. One is business, second is finance. Business finance usually deal with financial planning, because in the business we do the financial planning, how we can get the finance, from where we can get the finance, how we can use the money, how we can allocate the funds. We all decide in our business, because business is divided into basically three categories. One is sole proprietor. What is sole proprietorship? जी student, what is sole proprietorship? When single
जिसमें सिर्फ
yes 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 when
जिसमें सिर्फ एक ही इंडिविजुअल होता है सेलर.
Okay, good. Okay, when only one person can do the business, that is a sole proprietor finance. Next is partnership, because when we do the partnership, when two or more persons combine together to start any type of business, for that purpose also we need a finance. Or third is company or corporation. When more than 2%, in case of joint stock company, more than 10%, or when form a new company or a new corporation, for starting any type of company, we need a finance. Because business is of a three type. One is sole proprietorship, second is partnership, and third is company. Whether business is a small level, or it is a medium level, or it is a large level, For every type of business, we need a finance, because finance means, but what is finance? It is a provision of money when it is a required. Okay, finance means money. If there is no money, we can't start any type of business. That's why for business we need a finance. Okay, finance is used for marketing, finance is used for the production purpose, finance is used for the marketing purpose. For every type of business activity, we need a finance. Okay, that's why business finance is combination of two words. One is business, second is finance. Business finance basically deal with the financial planning, how we can acquire the funds, how we can take the funds into the business, and how we can use that funds and allocate the funds for a effective purpose. Clear to all of you? What is money? It is important for every business, because without money we can't start any business. Finance is also a provision of money. When we provide the money in the business for doing any type of business, that is a finance. Or when the term business and finance are combined together, when we make a planning, how we acquire the funds, how we can utilize that funds, then term is generated business finance. Next main term is financial management. How we can manage our finance, how we can manage our financial resources. What is management? Any one of them? What is management? The student Anchal, what is management? Anchal, what is management? My voice is not audible to you?
Yes, ma'am, audible.
It is very simple term. Management means art of getting things done through the efforts of other people. In financial management, we can manage our all the financial resources. Financial management refers to that part of the management activities which is concerned with planning and controlling of a firm financial resources. Because in the financial management, we can plan about the finance, how we can get the money, where we can use that money, all the planning, all the controlling activities relating to the financial resources are done in the financial management. Basically, financial management deals with funding out various sources for raising funds from the firm. Funding various sources mean from where we can get the funds, whether we take the loan from the bank, whether we can take the loan from our friends, whether we can raise the shares in the market. There are a lot of options for raising the funds, because when we start the business, automatically we need a money, and how we can get that money. Planning relating to that, all that financial sources are come under the financial management. Student, all of you know clear about the term what is money? Yes or no? Student, kindly give me a response.
Yes, ma'am.
What is money? What is finance? And what is the term business finance? After that, the term financial management comes. Under the financial management, we can manage all the activities relating to the financial resources. We can do the planning, we can do the controlling relating to the financial sources, from where we can get the fund, where we can utilize that funds. All the management relating to the money come under the financial management. According to ELM Massey, financial management is the operational activity of a business that is responsible for obtaining and effectively utilizing the funds necessary for the efficient operation. It is very clear from the definitions. All the activities which is responsible for obtaining, because in the business we need a fund, and how we obtain the funds, all the work relating to that is done under the financial management. For example, we obtain the money in the business. After obtaining the money, we should also see how we can utilize the funds, necessary for the efficient operation. Okay? Every person, if you have money, you also decide how you can utilize the money for different purpose. If, for example, you have 2 lakh rupees, you should know where you can utilize the money. You have different option, whether we deposit in the bank, whether we take the shares of that company, whether we deposit in the post office, whether we take a gold. There's a lot of options how you can acquire the funds and how you can utilize the funds. All the management relating to the financial resources come under the financial management. Understand, students? What is financial management? When you do the planning, when you control the financial resources, because there are a lot of options. Because when we start any business, first we can think, we start the business, but from whom we can receive the money? What are the different sources? हम कहाँ से पैसे ले सकते हैं? ठीक है? What are the different sources from where we can raise the fund? If the fund is obtained, after that we can think how we can utilize the funds in an effective way in different activity. All the management relating to all the operation activities of business come under the financial management. Understand, students? Financial management is an operational activity of a business that is responsible for obtaining and effectively utilizing the funds necessary for the efficient operations. Next is importance of financial management. Okay, what is the importance of financial management? First is financial planning and successful promotion of an enterprise. Automatically, why we do the financial management? Because we have make a planning of all our financial sources, from where we raise the fund, what time we can utilize the fund, what is the rate of return if we can take any loan from any resources. There is a lot of options, and all the planning relating to the financial resources and how we can successfully promote our business, how we can successfully run our business, it is only because of financial management. First is financial planning, and for the successful promotion of the enterprise, we need a financial management. Second option is acquisition of funds as and when required at a minimum possible cost. Because with the help of financial management, we can plan how we can utilize our funds, we can control all our financial resources, and how we can acquire the funds at the minimum. Because when we start any business, we firstly think how we can acquire the fund. And if we take a loan from the bank, what is the minimum rate of return? If we take the loan from any relative, if we can raise the fund through shares, so what is the cost of all the funds? We can decide all these things, and it is only possible with the help of financial management. Third is proper use and allocation. How we can use the funds and how we can allocate the funds in different activity. It is only with the help of financial management. Next importance is taking sound financial decisions. Business has to taken so many decisions, like they have take financial decision, they have take investment decision, they also take the decision relating to the dividend distribution. Lot of decisions are taken by the organizations, And for taking all the financial decision, we need the help of financial management. For example, if we want that we can distribute the dividend, how much dividend is distributed to the shareholder, how much money is kept by the businessman itself, there's a lot of decision. So all the decision, whether we distribute the dividend, whether we take the profit into our organization, lot of decisions are taken by the organization. And for taking all these decisions, financial management help us. Next is improving the profitability through financial control. We can also improve our profitability. We can improve the profitability with the help of financial management because we follow different types of technique, financial control techniques. For example, we can use the cost accounting method. We can use the budgetary method through which we can control our cost. When we control our cost, automatically profitability will be improved. It is only because of the financial management. Next importance is increasing the wealth of the investors and the nation. Automatically, when the profit of the company will be increased, when the profit will be increased, investors' profit will increase, wealth of the nation will be increased, and automatic economic growth will be there. It is only because we manage our funds very effectively with the help of financial management. Next importance is promoting and mobilizing individual and corporate saving. How we can promote and how we can mobilize our saving, our company saving, our individual saving, how we can utilize our saving in different purpose. All the decisions, all these decisions are taken with the help of financial management. Finance function is the most important of all business functions. It remains a focus of all activities. It is not possible to eliminate this function because the business will be closed down in the absence of finance, because money is needed for every type of business. When we start the business, when we go through the business, when we remain in the business, at all the time we need a money. So automatically money means finance. So finance function is very important because when we start the business at the starting stage, we need the finance. When we remain the business, when we continue our business, then we need the finance. For example, when we produce any things in the organization, then we need the finance. For example, if we can marketing our product so that its sale is increased for the marketing purpose, for the advertising purpose, we need the finance. So that's why finance function is the most important of all the business functions, because all the activities are focused around the finance. Because without finance, we can't do any type of business. There are two basic approach of financial management. One is traditional approach. Second is modern approach. First of all, we can discuss about the traditional approach. Traditional approach, under the traditional approach, finance management is concerned with the procurement of funds only, because we can deal only three things. We can following the three things. First is, what are the different sources of finance? What are the different types of instruments through which we can collect the funds? Third, what is the legal and accounting relationship between the business and sources of finance? Under this approach, our main focus is only on the acquisition of funds only. Under this approach, we don't study about the utilization of funds. Under this approach, we can study only the one concept, or that concept is the procurement of funds. Procurement of funds, from where we raise the funds. Our main aim is only this. That's why it is a one-side approach. its main emphasis on the financial problem of the corporation, and it is a long-term effect, and its main emphasizes on the long-term funds, because under this approach we don't make any strategy relating to the utilization. Under this approach, main emphasizes only on the acquisition of funds, how we can procure the funds into the business. There is lot of shortcoming under this approach. That's why second approach will be come under finance functions. That approach is a modern approach. Under this approach, two concepts are studied. One is how we can acquire the funds, procure the funds, and second, after procuring the funds, how we can utilize that funds. These are two approaches which are basically come under the modern approach, and it covers almost all the functions. Under this approach, financial management consider the broad and analytical viewpoint. According to this approach, financial management is concerned both acquisition of funds and their effective and optimum utilizations. How we can acquire the funds and how we can actually utilize that funds. Three decisions are taken under the financial management. One is investment decision. Second is financing decision. Third is dividend decision. Or when we take the financing decision, liquidity decision will also come under the financing decision. Basically, there are three basic decisions, but we can study all the four decisions. First is where we invest our funds. Second, financing decision, from where we can raise the funds. Third, dividend decision, how much dividend is distributed to the shareholder and how much earning will be retained in the business. And liquidity decision, when we raise the funds, when we make any type of financing decision, we should take the liquidity. We can easily convert the finance into a money. That liquidity decision will be the most important. Next is fourth decision. First is when we take any decision, we can study the risk and return. What is the risk relating to that decision and what is the outcome or what is the return of that decision. First is investment decision. Second is financing decision. Third is liquidity decision. And fourth is dividend decisions. When we take the investment decision, we can invest whether in a short-term project or in a long-term project. Short-term project relating to the working capital management. For example, decision relating to the day-to-day activities. What is the amount paid to the to the workers? Any day-to-day, for example, stationery payment, when we have to pay any type of miscellaneous expenses. Make any decision which is relating to the day-to-day expenditure is known as a working. Second is inventory management, when we purchase any type of inventory or stock in the organization. Receivable management, when we receive the money from debtors and how we can manage that receivable management. All the decisions come under the investment decision. Or under these are the short-term decision, or under the long-term decision, we do the concept of capital busting. It is a full-fledged topic. We can cover this topic in the unit second. Long-term decision is a capital busting decision. Capital busting decisions are that decisions who has benefit. We take a decision in one point of time, but benefit is acquired over a long period of time. That type of decision is known as a capital busting decision. When we make a budget relating to the capital item, for example, we want to purchase a machinery in which huge amount is invested. So that type of decision is a capital busting, in which huge amount is invested. For example, we can install any machinery, we can purchase any type of a new building. So automatically huge amount in invested. We can spend money at one point of time, but its benefit is received over a long period of time. That type of decision is known as a capital busting decision. So automatically it is a long-term decision. That's why it is also known as a capital busting decision. We can follow different types of techniques under the capital busting: payback period, accounting rate of return, or under the modern approach, NPV, that is net present value method, IRR, mean internal rate of return method, and third is profitability index. We can do this topic in the detail in the third unit. It is a full-fledged chapter of capital busting. Okay? Under the investment decision, we can invest in the short-term project and a long-term projects. Second is financing decision. Decision relating to the funding. For example, we want to start any project. Okay? We want to start any project, but we can think how we can start that project, from where we can raise the fund, कि पैसा कहाँ से आएगा. That is a decision relating to the funding, कि who can funds the project. There are lot of sources. One is short-term sources and other is long-term sources. When we take a bank overdraft facility, we take a trade credit from the bank, that come under the short-term finance. Or when we can raise the shares, for example, equity shares, preference shares, preference capital, retained earning, these are a long-term funds. That is a owner fund. Or when we take a loan from the bank, we issue the debenture. It is also a long-term fund, but it is not a owner fund. It is a external fund. Owner fund is only equity, preference, and retained earning. But external fund is a debenture or any long-term loan or any type of loan taken from the financial institutions. Okay, students.
Ma'am, what is retained earning?
Retained earning, for example, company have earned a profit on any project. Okay? Out of that profit, sometime company give the dividend to the shareholder. For example, company have earned 20% profit. Out of 20% profit, company will decide how much earning will be retained by himself and how much dividend is distributed to the shareholders. Okay? If, for example, company have earned 20% profit, out of that company distribute 12% profit to the shareholder and 8% profit is retained by the company himself for the future project or the future growth of the business. That is a retained earning. When we retain the earning in the business, okay, it is up to the company whether they retained all the earning with himself or whether they distribute that earning to the shareholder in the form of dividend. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Next is dividend decision. The decision relate to how much of earning. You can clear from this point how much earning is distributed as a dividend and how much earning is to be kept as a retained earning. It is also very important decisions which is taken with the help of financial management. If the company have different options, they have future prospects, they want to expand the business in the coming year, so automatically they don't distribute all the profit to the shareholder. They kept some earning with himself for the future growth of the profit. But if company have no investment opportunities in the future, in that case, company can distribute the dividend to the shareholders. All of you know what is shareholders? Students, all of you know about what is shareholders?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. When we issue the, for example, when any company start any type of project, for that purpose they need a funds, they can issue the shares in the market and general public can purchase those shares, and the public purchase those shares, that public become the shareholders, or share may be a equity shareholder or a preference shareholders. Okay. So it is automatically decided by the company whether they distribute all the profit in the form of dividend to the shareholder or whether they retain the earning. Okay. So all these decisions are come under the dividend decision. Any problem up to this point? These are the four major decisions: investment, financing, and dividend decision. Liquidity decision means when we raise the fund, we have option that if we need a cash, we can easily convert that money into a, that finance into a cash. Next is objectives. What is the objective of finance function? Why finance function is important? Why? What is its aim? All these points are come under the objectives. First is acquire sufficient funds. Main basic is a basic aim of finance function is to assess the financial need. What is the need of the company? What are the different sources? How we can raise the funds? Whether funds is raised needed for the long period, whether fund is needed for the short period. For example, if we need the fund for a long period, automatically company will go for raising the shares. But if the company need a fund for a short period, automatically they take a loan for short-term loan from the bank. The first aim is acquiring sufficient funds. First aim of finance function is how we can acquire, how we can procure the funds for the business. After the procurement, we take the next decision that how we can utilize that funds. When we receive the money in the business, then we can see that the funds will not be ideal. They should be utilized in a proper manner so that we can get the maximum profit from that funds. That's why its second aim is proper utilization of funds. Next is increasing profit. Ultimately, main aim of every company, every finance is to increase the profitability of the concern. Automatically, when the profitability will be increased, automatically firm value will be increased. Clear? What is the objectives of finance function, students? Any doubt up to this point? These students, scope of financial management. First is estimating financial requirement. The first task of financial manager is to estimate what is the short term and long term financial requirement of the business. Whether we need the fund for the short term or whether we need the financial requirement for the long term. First, we can estimate our requirement. After the estimation of the requirement of financial resources, we can decide the capital structure. Capital structure refers to the kind and proportion of the different securities for raising the funds. If, for example, if we need the fund, what is the proportion of the funds? For example, we can raise the amount with the help of equity share. We can raise the amount with the help of debentures. We can raise the funds from taking loan from the bank. There are a lot of options. So automatically out of that option, we can decide our capital structures. After deciding the capital structure, we can select the source of finance. Okay? For example, we can decide that 50% we can arrange from the internal sources and 50% we can arrange for the external sources. Okay? When we decide the capital structure, इंटरनल और एक्सटर्नल सोर्सेज में क्या बताया था मैंने? प्लीज कम टू द प्रीवियस स्लाइड्स. इंटरनल सोर्सेज एंड एक्सटर्नल सोर्सेज. शॉर्ट टर्म प्रोजेक्ट, लॉन्ग टर्म प्रोजेक्ट. Internal sources mean owner fund which come under the equity, preference, capital and retained earning. These are the internal fund. Debenture and long term are the external fund. For example, when we decide our capital structure, that 50% amount is raised from the internal sources and 50% amount is raised with the help of external sources. After that, we can select the sources. For example, if we say that we have a need 5 lakh amount from the internal sources and 5 lakh amount from the external sources. Out of that 5 lakh, we also decide कि out of internal sources 5 lakh, for example, we can raise 2 lakh equity share and 3 lakh preference shares. In the same way, out of the external sources, we can raise the amount from the loan from the bank and loan from any other financial sources. We can select a source of finance. After selecting the source of finance, we can select the pattern. What is the pattern, investment pattern? How we can relate our investment decisions with the capital decision or financial decision. We can decide our investment pattern, how we can utilize our funds. After that, we can manage our proper cash. It is only with the help of financial management. How we can manage our funds, how we manage our cash. We should manage our cash in such a way that ideal cash will not lie idle in the business. We can utilize our cash in an effective manner. After that, we can implement our different financial control techniques. For example, return on investment. We can follow the break-even technique. We can follow our ratio analysis. We can do the audit through which we can control our financial resources. Next is proper uses of surplus. How we can utilize our surplus funds. It is also come under the scope of financial management. Okay. How we can estimate the funds. We can decide our capital structure. After deciding, we can select the source of finance. After that, we can select the investment decision. We can also see how we can manage our cash effectively in the business. We can follow or implement different types of financial control technique and how we can proper use the surpluses. All these are the scope of financial management. All of you students understand what is the scope of financial management, what are the different activities which come under the financial management. Any doubt to any students? Please student give me a response. Any doubt to any students? All of you have clear about what is the scope of finance function or financial management?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next is the relationship of finance with other business function. What is the, for example, how purchase function is related with the finance function? Kindly give me the answer. How purchase function is related with finance function? These students, for example, we want to purchase any type of inventory, we can purchase any type of stationery in the business. For all that purpose, we need the finance or not?
Yes, ma'am.
That's why finance function is related with the purchase function. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Automatically, when we produce the goods, when we start the raw material, starting the raw material into work in progress. After that, work in progress is converted into finished product. For all the production function, we need a finance. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
When we distribute the goods to the customer, we need the warehouse charges. We need the vehicle for the starting of. We need the vehicle for distribution of goods to the person, for personal functions, for the For example, when we recruit any person, we can give salary to that person. For research and development function, we need the finance. For any financial management, for any economic purpose, for all the function, we need a finance. That's why finance function is related with the other business functions. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Next is objectives of financial management. Basically, there are two objectives. One is profit maximization, or next is wealth maximization. Under the first objective, main target is only to maximize the profit. But there are some shortcomings under it, because under this approach, time value of money is not considered. There is a lot of risk factor. Dividend policy is not properly followed under this approach. That's why next objective is wealth maximization. Wealth maximization means we can maximize the wealth of the shareholders. Mean we can improve the share price per share. That's why we can multiply the number of shares with the share price per share, and through which we can maximize the shareholder wealth. These are the structures of the financial manager. For example, at the top level, board of directors will be there. Under it, chief executive officers are doing the finance activities. Under the chief executive officer, chief operating officers, chief financial officers, which are concerned with different marketing function, production function, accounting functions. These are the financial manager positions in the business. But these are the emerging roles. At present, financial management is a new, very wide concept. It is a very developing concept. But these are some challenges which are faced by the financial manager, because they have to forecast all these things. After that, they have to acquire the funds. After acquisition, they have to invest the funds. They have to maintain the proper liquidity. They have to take different type of decisions relating to the financial structures. They have to manage the working capital. They have also follow the risk management. These are a lot of challenges which come to the financial managers. Okay? These are the basic. All these points I will discuss in the next lecture. Okay? Under this lecture, we just go through the concept of what is money, what is finance, what is the business finance, how we can utilize the business finance, what is the term financial management, what are its aim, what are these different approaches. All of you know about all these concepts in detail, yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. If there is any doubt, we can clear all these doubt in the next meeting. Please go through all the points, because in the next meeting, I will just ask you the question relating to this point. After that, I will proceed to the next. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
अगर कोई आपको